Honestly, why do you persist in Honestly, why do you persist in antagonizing me? Wonderful. Then you should be off to find a dematerializer. Thanklaw. They come...
You, the getting go-getter. I'm offering deals so good, they're worth crawling under the bullets and over the barbed wire it took to get here.
You return again and again like a particularly unshakable rash. Well, I suppose it can't reflect badly on me to simply report the facts. And you have already made me look better. And if you'll leave me, I've got lots left to attend to. But do come...
I'm going to lend a hand at the extrusion.
That's very good. Every scientist yearns to visit the archive on Cloister. One day, it will process all our equations.
Ah, my agent friend. I suspected I might see you again soon. I just had word from one of Auntie's choicest commanders that you have been of some assistance to them. Through your efforts, we may yet see peace. You've lessened the load on my mind considerably, and you have the Order's gratitude.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for?
And so here you are again, like a monthly subscription I failed to read the terms and conditions for. Then why by law are you bothering?
You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us compression coils. Lovely. Every coil gets us that much closer to saving these lives. It's a start. Thank you. Please, come back when you found more.
I feel we should talk.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
We can't let DeVries catch us on the back foot again. We need a plan.
If DeVries succeeds in killing these delegates, it'll be a hell of a lot more than a PR nightmare to worry about. It'll be war.
That's a lot of death. And not the fun kind.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised. In the absence of Victor and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander. Confirmed. Per the Earth Directorate Manual, a team formed of multiple agents is vital to success, especially during missions where agent attrition is likely to occur.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms? Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out, too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have. Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. I'm glad we were able to show him a little grace. DeVries obviously manipulated him into acting against his conscience. You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right? Hotshot Earth Directorate agent swoops in to liberate your colony, sets you on a new exciting path, and you're telling me you wouldn't have been a bit smitten? Good law. I was a kid with a crush, like you said. It wasn't serious. If anything, I wanted to be DeVries. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest. Maybe not. Past 10 years have more or less proven that out. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed. Always up for a little backfence talk, though I'm guessing you don't mean Val. Can't say I know her well enough to have much in the way of an opinion. She seems capable. And shockingly, she hasn't tried to sell me anything yet. She's still got more loyalty to Auntie's choice than they have to her, but maybe we can help her see that one day. Underneath that friendly old lady facade, Marisol's a killer. Best me not forget that. Future's always changing, though. Who knows? Maybe Marisol will surprise us. In a good way, I mean. Not in a surprise attack kind of way. I hope. I think she'd have a hell of a time passing the directorate psychological screening. Don't much care for all her talk about disembowelment, neither. Truth be told, I don't know her all that well. Reckon she's unmoored and grabbing for anything that feels like purpose. Same as the rest of us. At least that's what I would say if I was feeling charitable. Most days, I'd send her out the airlock if it came to a vote. Well, he hasn't brought the hammer down upon us yet, so I suppose that's something. I still wouldn't play the odds on him choosing us over the Protectorate if it came right down to it, but I'd be happy to be proven wrong there. Sure thing. I trust you've got particulars in mind.
Jawing for? There's mayhem and murdering to be done.
Such as? Nothing of much worth to tell there.
I'd rather hear your story. Just because I don't need a convenient excuse to kill anyone I want like you seem to? Cultural norms are for the repressed and unenlightened. Joining the Glorious Dawn freed me of such nonsense. They gave me a completely new life. Wiped away all traces of fear and repression and replaced them with unbridled freedom. My world used to be devoid of color. Everything was gray. Now everything is vibrant, like the arterial spray of a freshly opened vein. And I'm still not interested in discussing it. Still too many corporate bootlickers drawing it. Who exactly?
Commander, if you've a moment, I wish to note my reservations regarding the Order member we seem to have brought into our fold. Setting aside my obvious concerns as an enemy of the Order, there's something devious about her. Something that sets her apart from her fellows. There is a bloodlessness to her nature. A killer's icy resolve. She's dangerous. That we do. But it's best if we not bring danger home to roost. That was all I had on that subject. Consider my concerns logged.
That damn Wiley put us in an impossible situation. I'm glad those hostages can go back to their families, but I fear we played right into DeVries' hands. With that data, she could wreak more havoc than we anticipated. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me. That's all I ask. If we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail, huh?
Hostages went home safe. We'll see if those at the peace talks make it back fine as well. May all our travail...
Arbiter Rao has been admitted to the ship. This unit will proceed with a Protectorate Welcome Protocol, which may include burning, prodding, and/or light electrical shocks. Agent Ibarra refers to this as somatic tolerance testing, and really funny.
Impressive killing, Commander. Wish I'd been here to partake. I'm not seeing their hierarch Ziegler out here. I'll go take a quick look inside and verify you got him. They're all dead, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch Ziegler isn't with them. I did find one of our communication devices, though. Seems like he took a small group of acolytes with him to study a rift on Paradise Island. Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. Well, it's of no consequence. Now that I know where he is, let's go show him the error of his ways.
Look at that rift. It's making my skin buzz even in here.
On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for during this wonderful dear venue.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late.
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no murder, but
our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize it for the likes of you?
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast. No, I mean, yes. Stop attempting to scramble my thoughts. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path. Is it? I may not know of this Earth Directorate you speak of, but I can tell you are not one to be trifled with, if I wish to continue drawing breath, which suddenly seems all I can focus on. Fine then, I surrender. See this screen? Agent DeVries' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her, best be on your way now. May the numbers guide you.
Gave up that intel rather easily, didn't they? Let's have a look.
Just imagine the... We need to find us a fuse to get this whole thing operational again.
This is good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping redworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The sovereign guide him is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. Instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Yep, they've commandeered those mechs. I'm gonna choose this path wisely.
Ready to waste them, on your command.
Troublemaker approaching. Resuming hostilities.
Fastest way forward is through!
Not quite charged yet! My claw!
some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
Recharging as fast as I can, Commander!
Sorry, ain't ready yet.
Crab's still recharging! Crab's still a bit sleepy!
Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate, but I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear. Between all those... That was all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold.
Once more to Golden Ridge. I'm grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course.
Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly...
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet to this all is under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow...
Rusty there, Commander.
Your prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
According to my analysis prior to this meeting, enough
This
goodwill
unit welcomes you
exists
to
between
the
our
utility
parties to
atrium.
suggest a high
My
chance of
records do not
success
indicate
should
that
a
any
treaty or
authorized
alliance
personnel
be
remain
agreed
aboard
upon.
the station.
Treaty?
But I am
And Senate
programmed
contract?
to exchange wares for
There's no
monetary
need to
compensation
rush into such
for whosoever
formalities,
seeks
Vicar.
it.
Especially when so much has yet
This
to be
sector's
discussed.
long-departed personnel seem to make good use of these. Access to storage has not been granted. Please exit the vicinity immediately. Commencing reprimand. You are back. Confirmed unauthorized and criminal.
No time to lolly.
Something tells me we ain't alone here.
Let's get him over with!
You'll go no further in... Fidel, this next shot won't miss. What are you doing down there? I can hear you scampering around.
The insides are leaking outside, Commander.
No loafing, Commander. Raph's back in business.
Giving up? Huh? Have you given up? I can hear you scampering around.
How are you still upright over there?
What are you doing down there? What are you doing down there?
Help me end this fight on my feet.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Back in business.
Ain't nothing there.
Hey! Get me go-getting again!
I can hear you, scamper.
Got my lamps on an unfriendly. Commander, what?
Strike true. Fine.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Fair.
Allied slain. What you need to worry about? I'll stop me.
Back in business.
Fine. I suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms.
Hey, easy with the prophesy.
To hear it. There's no need for speculation, but we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quabbles over power, especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassat already possesses the foresight necessary to